break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work. I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed. Ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. Come on, Henry. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Now watch run. Check three.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, he's got it complete to Thompson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Jordan Reed has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
18 Check. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Good. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Army.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Check Mike 47. Watch the screen.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Haskins will throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because.
That he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 19 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
X3, 218, jump.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. On first down, here's Breida. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They run forward with Breida. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 19-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Geis looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Know your job. 50 seconds to Mike.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Geis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the Niners' 45-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You got it. You got it.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54. Right there, 54 Mike. And we heavy on the edges.
2nd down, Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check Mike 54.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Come to my work. 2. Come on, TV, come on. 25.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready. 54. Yep.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 24 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
12, fellas, here we go. 1, Omaha.
Check hot.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, gun.
Be ready. 57 to
21.
Watch the screen. Nice 57.
21.
I got you, son. You're all mine.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 52 running. 54. Watch 54.
On first down, this is Geis. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 26. Check 1.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Down. 50 to Pittsburgh. Mark 54. Hey, pick your game up.
Now a run with Geis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hey, alert!
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch twins.
21. Hey, alert! Hey, come on.
They will run again with Coleman. He's got daylight past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 56 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a handoff. Guys going right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number one stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Check, check. Fresno. Explain. Delta. No. Motion. Mike's 54.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. All day, baby, all day. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
3rd down, here's Haskins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, 72 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
This is Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I've never played.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. That's Samuel caught left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
12. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
Hey, exit.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
11.
Garoppolo again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 27 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Here we go. 57. Hey, Echo.
I got you. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 57.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Geis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Haskins going to try to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Back.
Check 43. Check it.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early?
Here we go.
That's what people are wondering about.
Give me that ball, defense.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
51 to mine.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in the brand. Name the place and we pack up. Running these.